The world of love and hip-hop in Atlanta will never be the same once Yandy Smith finally hit her breaking point. For years, Yandy has been portrayed as the devoted spouse, the unifying force in her family, and the ultimate CEO who successfully manages to juggle business with the weight of her husband Mendeecees' history. However, there are rumors that the FOD has officially collapsed in this exciting new chapter of Season 13B. According to people close to the production, Yandy didn't just lose it. During a heart-to-heart with Kendra that escalated into a full-fledged confession, she completely destroyed the picture of her ideal marriage. According to the rumors circulating on the set, Yandy is no longer concerned with keeping up the appearance of unity or defending Mendeecees. Rather, she is purportedly communicating to the world that, although sharing a home with the guy she formerly referred to as her king, she is navigating this life as a single woman. After that tumultuous evening at Carly's restaurant, where the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife, fans were left reeling when a teaser showed Yandy retaliating against anyone who dared to doubt her allegiance. Was meant to be a celebration of achievement, but instead it became a battleground of allegations, and now the damage is intensifying. According to reports, Yandy is not merely protecting herself from the group, she is revealing a relationship-related reality that no one anticipated. Has the marriage always been a commercial arrangement, or is it really over? The narrative is changing from ride or die to every woman for herself as the streets speak. Prepare yourself as we delve deeply into the dramatic accounts of how Yandy Smith eventually spoke up and began expressing a truth that might perhaps put an end to the Harris dynasty. Watch this space as we reveal every startling aspect of this purported catastrophe, long before the cameras even began to roll for this most recent episode of the series. The drama was simmering behind the scenes, and the rumors that have surfaced indicate that the tension between Yandy and Mendeecees has reached a breaking point. According to people close to the production, Yandy seems more aloof and guarded than ever, and the atmosphere on set has been quite heavy. Her admirers have praised her for years as the ultimate ride-or-die woman, the one that supported her partner no matter what, even when the chances were against them. However, the story is currently changing quickly. According to insiders, the Happy Homes FOD has now crumbled due to unresolved problems and long-standing animosities that have been simmering beneath the surface for months. According to reports, things went south at Carly's restaurant when the grand opening ceremony was being filmed. Rumor has it that Yandy did more than simply defend herself when questioned about her allegiance and personal life. Instead, she completely changed the course of events, shocking the entire cast and crew. Leaked reports claim that Yandy had an extremely heated talk, during which she finally stopped acting like the obedient wife and began speaking out of sheer desperation. According to the reports, she was heard and stated that no one really knows the truth about her living circumstances or the state of her heart. Since Yandy has always been the one to keep everything together, this shocked the fandom. Regardless of what was going on behind closed doors, there are a lot of hypotheses circulating on social media that she has been leading a double life in an attempt to preserve a sense of family togetherness while coping with the fact that her spouse may not be providing for her needs. According to reports, the altercation at the restaurant wasn't only a small-scale dispute between friends. Rather, it served as the impetus for Yandy to finally reveal the secrets she had been holding. When she stopped attempting to seem as though everything was wonderful, observers saw a change in her energy, as if a burden had been removed from her shoulders. Insiders are characterizing the talk with Kendra as a turning point in the history of reality TV, since it purports that Yandy acknowledges that she and Mendeecees are essentially leading different lives. There has been a lot of conjecture on whether a formal divorce is imminent or if they have already secretly completed the papers, since she referred to herself as a single woman when describing her current mental state. In an attempt to find signs that she is moving on, fans are pointing out every little detail in her most recent posts and public appearances. According to the story, Yandy is frustrated not only with her husband, but also with all the women who are continuously criticizing her life while their own houses are in disarray. She allegedly highlighted the hypocrisy of individuals who blame her marriage while disregarding the adultery and disorder in their own relationships. The argument put up by those who oppose it is that Yandy is fed up with being the scapegoat and bearing the weight of everyone's expectations. According to reports, she is making it apparent that her loyalty has a limit which has been exceeded. Since this is more than simply a TV show, the emotional stakes are quite high. A commercial empire based on their union and 10 years of history and children are the subject of this story. Yandy is genuinely snapping, and the reports are accurate. For the franchise, it signals the end of an era. According to rumors from the set, Mendeecees was totally taken aback by her abrupt attitude shift and has been making a valiant effort to win her back with extravagant gestures and public professions of affection. According to the sources, Yandy is no longer moved by the romantic speeches and the roses, since she believes they are too little too late. Regardless of how it appears to the public, she is purportedly focused on her personal development and mental well-being. The core of this shocking news is the conflict between her desires and what society expects of her. According to the reports, Yandy is at last prepared to let go of the house of cards in order to breathe again. People claim that she has been under tremendous pressure to maintain the family business, but she has reached a breaking point where her own sanity is more important than the brand. According to reports, the drama is so strong that even the filmmakers weren't sure how to deal with Yandy's unadulterated emotion in these scenes. She reportedly insisted on speaking her truth regardless of the repercussions, and refused to adhere to the conventional script. In the realm of reality TV, this degree of genuineness is uncommon, and it has everyone speculating about the Harris family's future. The reports are rolling in quickly, and each new detail makes the story more intricate. While some assert that Yandy is merely establishing clear boundaries within the house, others allege that she has already relocated her possessions. Whatever the details, insiders agree that Yandy has changed from the person we knew to a stronger, more self-reliant version of herself. According to reports, she is telling everyone who will listen that she is tired of being a martyr for a cause that no longer benefits her. The other cast members have reacted quickly, with some accusing her of hypocrisy and others applauding her for her courage. According to the rumor, Yandy will reveal a cool, calculated side in the next episodes, one that is totally over the foolishness. According to reports, she is concentrating on her kids and her several business endeavors rather than responding to calls from those who attempt to mediate. According to the sources, she is finally realizing that her value is derived from her personal accomplishments rather than her role as a wife. Because it calls into question the fundamental basis of their social dynamic, this change in viewpoint is what is producing so much conflict inside the group. According to the source, even her closest friends are finding it difficult to keep up with her new enthusiasm and are concerned about how this may affect their own roles on the show. Reports of intense arguments that occurred behind the scenes, away from the major cameras, continue to surface, and the drama is far from over. In order to examine her alternatives and make sure that her assets are safeguarded in the event of a permanent split, Yandy is reportedly meeting privately with legal counsel. With insiders claiming to know precisely what was said during these private meetings, the claim's level of specificity is astounding. The story is evident. Yandy Smith is prepared to reveal the reality of her relationship and is no longer playing games. The public is eager to watch how this all plays out and whether the claims are as true as they appear to be, regardless of who is harmed in the process. The picture being painted is one of a woman who has at last discovered her voice and is not scared to use it, and each day adds a new piece to the puzzle. According to the article, this season's culmination will be a showdown unlike anything we've ever witnessed, in which all the falsehoods and delusions are ultimately exposed. Even when the pressure from her family and the network becomes nearly intolerable, Yandy is allegedly holding her position and refuses to back down. At this stage of her journey, she is solely concerned with her truth. Her identity and destiny have completely changed as a result of the allegations of her snapping, which go beyond a brief outburst of rage. It is becoming increasingly clear as the news spreads that the marriage we all believe to be true was never truly what it appeared to be. The only person who can reveal the truth is Yandy. Those close to the Harris family have reportedly described the climate in their home as a Cold War that has finally come to light. And the information that has surfaced indicates that Mendeecees is having difficulty keeping control of the story. According to reports, Yandy's bombshell disclosure to Kendra caused tension to move from the production site into their private home. Neighbors and employees allege that the couple's silence is louder than any yelling match could possibly be. According to insiders, Mendeecees has been attempting to resolve the situation by using his conventional charm, but Yandy is reportedly no longer purchasing what he is offering. According to the rumors, she is now handling their encounters like business and has ceased reacting to his love efforts. The children and their joint professional responsibilities were the only topics of discussion. According to several news sources, Yandy has been consulting a close-knit group of friends who have always felt that the marriage was more about public perception than personal fulfillment. According to these individuals, Yandy has been expressing profound sorrow about the amount of herself she has given up in order to maintain harmony and create a brand that now feels like a cage. According to the article, she is finally realizing that her commitment wasn't always rewarded, and the weight of that realization is what ultimately led to her breaking. In search of proof that she has checked out emotionally, fans are analyzing every word of the music she shares and every caption on her pictures. The news was coming from the Hip and Love set. According to Hop Atlanta, there will be a scene in the mid-season finale where Yandy confronts Mendeecees and informs him that she no longer views him as her partner, contrary to popular belief. According to reports, the camera team had to take a break during this difficult scene because it was too painful and honest to see. Rumor has it that Mendeecees was rendered dumbfounded when Yandy presented a long list of complaints, demonstrating that she had been mentally recording every instance in which she felt disregarded or insulted. According to news accounts, the family is sharply split, with some members adopting sides while others attempt to maintain objectivity in an increasingly chaotic situation. According to reports, Yandy's mother and sisters fully back her choice to put her own mental health first, even if it means ending the current marriage. In the meantime, it appears like Mendeecees' side of the family is in damage control mode, attempting to persuade Yandy to remain for the benefit of their joint enterprise. However, the most recent rumors claim that Yandy is no longer interested in the empire if it requires her to live a false life. The gossip blogs are going crazy because she is apparently moving with a new sense of purpose and is spotted out and about at business gatherings without her wedding ring. According to the report, she is purposefully expressing that she is a woman in her own right and that her identity is independent of any guy, regardless of their past. According to insiders, the network has put a lot of pressure on Yandy to record a reunion scene, but she is apparently unwilling to pretend for the cameras. According to reports, she is telling producers that she wants her true story to be revealed, even if it is uncomfortable and upsets the followers who have supported them for a long time. According to the reports, she wants to demonstrate to ladies that it's acceptable to quit riding when the vehicle isn't moving in the desired direction, since she is sick of the ride or die mentality. According to reports, Yandy's change is causing a lot of conflict with the other cast members, who believe that she is trying to seem superior by leaving or that she is being too harsh. There have reportedly been furious arguments during group scenes, with Yandy defending herself and telling the other ladies that she doesn't care what they think about a life they haven't experienced. Rumor has it that the turmoil is even affecting her business life, as she and Mans are apparently having tough talks over how to divide their assets and who would keep control of their several joint businesses. According to the allegations, Yandy has been spotted going into the offices of prominent lawyers in the city and is reportedly ready for a battle if needed. Before making a formal statement to the world, some claim she is making sure everything is in order. Some are framing the news of her breakdown as a midlife crisis, while many who know her believe it's a long overdue awakening. According to reports, she is devoting more time to her own initiatives, concentrating on her investigative work and content production, demonstrating that she has a life and a job that exist entirely apart from her husband. According to the allegations, Mendeecees is anxious about how his own brand would appear without Yandy by his side and is experiencing the pain of her independence. According to the rumors, he has contacted mutual friends in an attempt to persuade her to change her ways, but Yandy is supposedly ignoring the criticism and concentrating on her new course. She reportedly changed the locks on several aspects of her life to make sure she had a secure place to deal with everything that was going on. The news stories continue to depict a lady who is prepared to take the lead in her own tale and is tired of playing the supporting role in someone else's. Every fresh report that appears seems to confirm that the break is clean and that the previous state of affairs cannot be restored. Fans are left wondering if this is all part of the play or if we are actually seeing one of reality's demises, the most well-known pairs on television in real time. According to the study, there are layers of betrayal and secrets that are only now beginning to surface, making the truth far more convoluted than a straightforward separation. According to reports, Yandy is prepared to reveal every layer, no matter how painful it is, because she thinks the truth will ultimately release her. Her snap is only the beginning of a much bigger narrative that will probably make headlines for the remainder of the year. It's becoming increasingly obvious that the marriage was not the fairy tale it was advertised to be, as more insiders share their stories of what transpired during season 113B production. According to reports, Yandy is done defending the myth and is prepared to accept the ugly and terrible reality of her circumstances. According to the sources, she is utilizing this time to re-establish a connection with herself and her kids, away from the shadow of Mendeecees' influence, and is finding strength in her vulnerabilities. In this high-stakes drama that has everyone doubting their beliefs, everyone is watching and waiting to see what will happen next. In the spotlight, they were aware of loyalty and affection. According to the reports that are sweeping the business, season 13B filming was nearing its end. Yandy discovered a solution of complete and utter release rather than reconciliation. According to insiders, everything changed during the last group meeting. Because everyone present was supposedly silent when Yandy entered the room with a stack of documents. The idea that these were not merely legal documents, but rather a literal declaration of her independence, signifying the formal termination of her function as a buffer for Mendeecees' errors, is circulating in the news reports. According to reports, Yandy told each of her co-stars that she was focused on protecting her future and her children's future away from the upheaval of a broken union, while they were busy filming scenes and pursuing stories. According to the rumors, the tension was so great that Yandy's description of the lonely reality of being a public hero brought some group members to tears. News sources claim that while Mendeecees was suffering in private, he finally realized that Yandy was just seeing his extravagant gestures as a last-ditch effort to preserve his own public persona. As a result, Mendeecees' response was one of total defeat, according to the story. Yandy's last remarks to him on camera were about the distinction between being a partner and a husband, and how he had failed to be both when it counted most. The set was evacuated right away, according to sources. The scenario because the feelings were too intense for the usual conversation after the act. According to recent news, Yandy has formally entered a new stage of her life where she is putting her business endeavors and mental health first. She is reportedly prepared to utilize her suffering as a platform, as evidenced by the fact that she has already begun filming a new movie that centers on women's empowerment and navigating life after a significant public transition. Fans are allegedly divided. Some are praising her as a queen for realizing her value and acting upon it, while others are criticizing her for being frigid, for leaving a long-term marriage. According to reports, Yandy is concentrating on the serenity she has discovered in her new life rather than reading the comments. Those in her inner circle are treating the rumors that she is a single woman as definite facts, rather than only rumors. The excitement is at an all-time high as the season 13B finale draws near, because everyone wants to witness the precise moment Yandy Smith lost it and permanently altered her life's trajectory, forever in her life. According to the press, one of the most powerful women in reality TV is starting a new chapter in her life rather than simply ending her marriage. Every report concludes that Yandy is at last living her truth and doesn't care who finds it unpleasant. The Harris family as we knew it may be ended, but according to sources, Yandy Smith is just getting started and will make a more significant comeback than anyone could have predicted. According to rumors on the streets,